The Addermire Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say Dr. Hypatia's brilliant, but if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
Yeah, once again, high chaos. The dialogue, this is why I like the high chaos dialogue in this game, because it'll change. The voice acting adjusts. Different lines. So you're not getting the full experience. Like, you're developing the characters in a different way depending on how you play. It's really cool. Alright. And we have arrived.
Vanguard personnel. Shift change is at midnight. This remote, you get another shift without pay.
Such a cool ability. I love the far reach. I need to get agility. Hold on, can I get agility? No, I need one more rune.
Looks like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Nah. I'm just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore, but you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out here to check on things.
I saw. It didn't move like a person.
Before I got transferred to Addermire, I saw one of the Crown Killer crime scenes. Whoever tore that old couple apart, they were enjoying it.
So what do you think then?
I don't know. Coming back at dawn, smudges of blood on the windows. I don't know what to think. Maybe the Duke found some new bear or ape from Bethesda. Keeps me up at night just thinking about it.
God, I love the look of Emily's pistol. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. Okay. This is the other cool thing about far reach. So if I can get this to clip properly. Why did that alert him?
I don't like that. Better have a look. I wonder who that was.
What was that bone charm? Spiritual pool. Huh. Yeah, we'll fix that one. Swim speed is slightly faster. Yeah, we'll go Undertaker. Nice. Yeah, we'll grab that. Eventually we'll start making some crazy combinations with the bone charm crafting. You can get some real broken shit. Okay. Now. I like the way the dark vision works in this game a bit more. It's like a pulse, so it's not like a cure-all to stealth. I appreciate that. Still gives you a lot of information, but you know, it's not like a guaranteed, you know, one-size-fits-all solution to exactly, you know, nailing stealth. Here's our boy.
I so enjoy watching history warp as words pass from the lips of one to the ears of another. Imperfectly formed, half understood, poorly remembered. In the years to come, the story of the Crown Killer will be twisted and bent, hammered like soft metal. By some accounts, a monster that had to be put down. By others, a victim of treachery, preserved because in the end, you found another way. But you'll always remember the truth, won't
God,
you?
he's so creepy. I love it.
Your truth, at least.
God, he's so creepy. I love him. Love the Outsider. It's such a cool take on a character. It's like this truly ambivalent fucking force of nature that has the ability to reshape the world on a whim. And he just does it because he feels like it, or because he's curious, or he's interested. Never for anything beyond that. It's so cool. Also curious how there's an Outsider shrine in one of these rooms, isn't it? Makes you wonder who would have been here. Diary of Professor Bracamontes. I was very much surprised when Professor Lignon presented me with a gift. Our bitter rivalry has been most vexing lately. Perhaps it has vexed him as well, hence this little peace offering. Yet as gifts go, it seems wanting, a bit of bone with scratches on it. Though I suppose given his area of expertise, he believes it suitable, so for now I'll withdraw my complaints to the head office. I've become most fascinated by the bone trinket Lignon gave me. I see now the scratches are really letters of some kind, quite exquisite actually. I have detected the slightest bit of warmth emanating from the thing, and I am most intrigued. But the evening grows cold, so I'll continue my observations tomorrow. I've cancelled classes for the day, as I've taken on the most aggressive chill. How I shiver. My one comfort is Lignon's little gift. When I hold it in my hand, I feel such warmth from it. Tomorrow I'll go to Addermire Institute, maybe spend a week there, if my health permits it. I intend to write to Lignon to express my gratitude. Doctors are stumped, of course. Fools. No, I will not drink their foul-tasting medicine. My little charm will protect me from this confounded chill. Even now it seeks to warm me. Why, it's almost too hot to hold. Lignon has been named headmaster. I must write and congratulate him, and will do so as soon as my fingers feel thawed. So yeah. Man's been a bit crazy. The one thing I don't like about her power is because it's got an arc to it. It doesn't have as much vertical usability. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Blackbone charm. Far reach renders you invisible during movement. Yes. That is a really good one for this, for like stealth builds and everything, because far reach you can still be seen while yoinking, I suppose would be the best term for it. Now, if I do this properly, should be able to get down through this place without much resistance. Okay.
You make sure she stays where we want her. Hypatia never leaves Addermire. Remember that.
Sir, it's just that the other night she went missing, and I still don't see how she got...
Maybe we're not clear on this, Corporal. In case anyone asks, the good doctor never leaves the grounds unless it's on official business for the Duke. Got it?
I think I understand, sir. Just work a double shift.
You just rest there. Now you did. Oh, I should have read that shit. Dr. Alexandria Hypatia won't be working in her office today. She'll be in the recuperation auditorium instead, which is locked. She's not to be disturbed. If anything urgent comes up, I'll leave Dr. Hypatia's key in her office. Another thing, the janitor Hamilton is to remain in disease treatment until I interrogate him and decide on his fate. We've got him locked up in the little plant conservatory there. No one is allowed to speak to him or even enter that room. Captain Ramirez. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go talk to that friend.
The blackouts are worse, and my dreams have taken a turn towards the disturbing. Even rest eludes me. Duke Abel seemed overprotective at first, but increasingly, I'm a prisoner in my own lab. The soldiers stationed here leave me alone, but even then I feel like I'm being watched. What really saddens me is the loss of my work. I've always thrived on my connection to the people who need me the most. The workers and their families. Each time I hear there's been an outbreak of some fever or some new condition among the miners, it pains me that I am not with them, working to ease their suffering.
I should have rubber-stamped execution paperwork around the clock. So many snakes.
Once again, Dark Emily. Emily sort of showing off her maliciousness. Letter from Duke Luca Abel. My marvelous Alexandria Hypatia, or do those closest call you Alex. How valuable you are to me, to Serkonos. What will we do without one of our most prominent natural philosophers? It keeps me awake at night, worrying for your family, your safety. What if some incurable wretch should attack you? Or what if exposure to one of those hideous maladies you come across proves fatal to you? Where would we be then? Who would we turn to? So you see, that is why I've arranged with the Grand Guard to keep an eye on you, on your offices at Addermire. For now, indulge me. As your Duke, I recognize your value, and I am committed to keeping you safe. Most warmly, the Duke Abel, Duke of Serkonos. The Dick of Serkonos. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate title for him. Chief Alchemist, this is a letter from a journalist. Chief Alchemist Alexandria Hypatia. I am writing because I am not permitted to visit you in person, thanks to one of the Duke's new decrees, but which now fall on the city as frequently as drops of rain, but I will get to the matter at hand. What is the progress of your research on the latest strain of bloodfly fever? Is there any hope for an improved version of Addermire's solution? I'm talking of a remedy that could cure the fever instead of just delaying the symptoms. Have any of your experiments proven effective? If so, when will something be available to the community? As you know, available stocks of elixirs are dwindling, and people often have to turn to the black market to buy potions at a shocking price. What is your reaction to this situation? Eagerly awaiting your response, Ren Mancini, Karnaki Gazette. So yeah, it's not great.
Alexandria Hypatia.
Yeah, awarding the Grand Medal of Merit. Supported by His Eminence the Duke of Serkonos Theodanis Abel to Alexandria Hypatia for sustained ingenious contributions to the field of natural philosophy and its medical applications. Yeah, she's got a doctorate as well. Okay. I should be able to grab a new power now. Yeah, Domino. That's a fun one. Yeah, these things do not. Go back to your nests. Or don't, and I can just do this.
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
Okay. That situation has been more or less handled. So yeah, this woman made a choice that unfortunately did not end well. I mean, it may have from her perspective, but... I've been dismissed. That's how they put it. Like I just brought the tea and I could take my leave, and me, the fool, thinking I'm getting an afternoon off for a change. I says, "Grand, I'll see you early in the morning." Oh, my face turned a shade of crimson when they said I was never to return. Never, no explanation, I'm not even allowed to see the good doctor. I must have done something awful to deserve such ill treatment, but what? Didn't I always support Hypatia? Didn't I do all she asked? I was her other set of hands, her own words. Been trying to recall what it was that I could have done so wrong. I did leave that vial of medicine on the counter and it got spoiled, but that was over a month ago, and Hypatia didn't seem the least upset by it. Now I think she must have been ever so disappointed in me, but perhaps it was too sweet to say anything. She was too sweet to say anything into my face about it. All the work left to do, I'm too distraught to write anything more. And she decided to leave. The weather forecast promises a nice amount of sunlight tomorrow, so we encourage you to bring the patients who don't have an appointment for a luminotherapy session out onto the terrace. Use wheelchairs if needed. We only have so many more tanning boxes, and considering how expensive they are, we won't be getting any more anytime soon, nor will the broken ones be repaired. Sorry, so let's have our patients enjoy some real sunlight instead. Dr. Bosco. That is why I like Domino.
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says yeah, but this time I really mean it.
Like you can see that their swords have a slightly different design from the Dunwall swords. It's pretty cool. Once again, fucking love Domino. Hi friend, it's time for you to sleepy.
This was once my world. All things, from the northernmost shores to here, Karnaka in the south.
Is Hamilton in there? How is he?
He's losing it. Yep. Nonsense for hours.
Could you understand any?
Something about being attacked by a monster one night. Some beast that wanted to scoop the brains out of his skull.
I see. Keep this to yourself, will you? No need to spread silly rumors.
Of course.
Let's find out if I can make him see reason.
Gotcha. You're two just sleepies in the room. How about that? Vasco, today was exhausting. I expect the flood patients will be unabated tomorrow, well into the foreseeable future. It would be most helpful to me if you set up a triage area. Send me only the most urgent cases, especially issues of severe bronchial disease, black spittle, festering wounds, or pediatric cases with coughing or serious injury. These I must see right away. For the rest, could you please handle them personally? I trust your skills as equal to my own. Alas, I fear we will miss the little half-day off we discussed next month for certain. Alexandria. Alexandria's new serum must never leave Addermire, and no one must ever know of our failure. We tested it on ourselves, which we often do, in fractional doses. The night was sheer horror. It was hard to describe the effects in the mind, the frenzy it induced. We were not ourselves. Alexandria muttered to herself, calling herself Grim Alex, almost as if she had a total shift in personality. I cannot commit to paper all that occurred, but I burn with shame, remembering the way my perspective shifted, as if my entire morality was upended. The following day, after recovering my senses, I felt better than I have in years. The serum might have held the keys to improve lung function and general vigor. It could even ameliorate the effects of some of our worst fevers and infections, but the costs are too high. The absolute loss of empathy, the unfettered appetites. Yet a week later, I walked to Alexandria on the terrace below. She was in a terrible way, disheveled, with words escaping her lips that were jumbled and wild. Her movements were unfamiliar. In the morning, I asked if she had tried the serum again. She was almost alarmed, assuring me she would never again touch a drop of it. She swears that only a sample remains safely locked away for future study.
Why? They have to...
Hi, man.
You're Hamilton? Why did they lock you up? You know something?
I swear, I know what I saw. Hooded. I just caught a glimpse. So much hate in the eyes. As if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key. I thought I could... I don't know. What a fool I was.
So yeah, apparently a version of the Addermire serum was janky. Didn't quite work the way it should have. And it results in brief episodes of psychosis. So, yeah. And Hamilton saw somebody that looked like the Crown Killer wandering around. I'm gonna go into here. Hell yeah.
This is going to be tricky.
You kindly cease your bullshit. Room. Nice. Any other flamey flame bottles that I can use? smash the rest of these. Just because it's satisfying and I enjoy it. So yes, as I mentioned in my last playthrough, I typically in Dishonored 1 go for the fates that seem worse than death. The difference of what I'm going to be doing in this one is genuinely making the choices that feel like they are better for the actual storyline of the game. Because I feel like Emily would be willing to kill, but only if she believes it would save more people. Which is why, this time around, we're going to be looking for an alternative solution. Bullets. Nice. There's a whole lot of limbs, huh? Wherever there are opponents of Empress Emily Colwyn, so full of the ghastly deeds of the Crown Killer. The first victims were citizens of Karnaca, most notably Corey Brockburn, one of the earliest to so openly criticize the young Colwyn. Just a month after the passage of her Sharecropper Rights Act, Brockburn urged the Parliament in Bristol to hold a vote for no confidence. He never ceased to scrutinize the decrees from Dunwall Tower, attacking each with the same ferocity. After Brockburn's terrible death, several more fell in Karnaca, always old foes of the Colbin family, including Janice Tynes, the former editor of the Karnaca Gazette. A week after her scathing editorial called Emily an Empress in name only, Tynes was recovered dead in her office, missing several limbs that were never recovered. Then the murders spread to other parts of the Empire. Dozens have now been taken, the latest being Ichabod Boyle, a respected businessman from Dunwall, who founded the Anti-Rationing Club to protest recent imperial decrees on the distribution of whale oil. Lightweight. Dear friend, the dock captain just sent the word that he spotted Sokolov, knows his habits, says Sokolov buys whale blood off the boats by the gallon to make pigments, apparently. See, you seem to share some interest in the old genius, so why don't you go and invite him over like we said, the sooner the better. He's probably staying on a boat in the bay, and I trust you'll be able to follow his scent. Keep him safe in Addermire, don't hurt him or it'll be useless for our plans. If you're hungry though, the dock captain to serve his purpose and his second-in-command recently did me a favor, Luca. Yep. So you can see all the places we went to. So Red Shore Financial, which is the flooded district where the Dowd's base was. The Hound Pits, which is where we operated out of. Dunwall Tower and Coldbridge Prison. King Sparrow Island. The Estate District and the Boyle Mansion. Draper's Ward, the Waterfront. Golden Cat, the Distillery District and the offices of the High Overseer. Slaughterhouse Row. So all the different locations we went to. Colburn Bridge. Yeah. It's cool. Hi, Pesha.
Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Kirin Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just... I used to do such good work, and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me.
Yeah, she crazy. Girl's crazy.
You did well
I can
finding
hear her whispering.
my friend.
From
The old
down in
man
the
is
well.
with Kirin Jindosh, who is prying him apart, digging out all his secrets, adding Sokolov's knowledge to his own. Who knows what wonders of natural philosophy Jindosh will reveal in future days.
So much blood.
But it's time for
So
you to
much
come out
meat.
once again. Time to play. We have need for your special talents. The good doctors do for a trip to Dunwall.
Why are you so damn timid? You little mouse.
And make this one messy. Give the newspapers something to write about and give the people of the Empire fodder for their nightmares.
I would take hold of your tongue and pull it from your head if I could.
She's a bit crazy. It's Vasco, the doctor that was in those notes.
Are you all right?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the Crown Killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 601.
I've always wondered what your flesh tastes like, my dear assistant.
I come and I go, putting Hypatia to sleep as I want. But even when she's awake, I'm with her, looking out through her eyes. My cold, dry sister. She saves her love for the sooted workers, suffocated deep down in the mines. For the children in hovels at the edge of the city. Cursed with short, nasty lives. And for Vasco, her trusted assistant, missing now for months. Wherever did he go, dear sister? I long to take him apart, to roll in the mess, running against his skull, driving myself against his red fever. In time, good Vasco. In time.
She's gone. What happened?
Time. Addermire's only so big. I'll catch you.
Yeah. She's been made a victim of her own failed experiment. Just trying to help people. It's actually really sad.
Let's see what's in here.
The counter serum notes. This time it has to work. I'm certain the dosage is right and I will only have one chance. Grind all the solid ingredients together, including the aluminium salts. Done. Add some egg whites. They should have some in the kitchen, but I'll have to be discreet. Done. 2 weeks in my safe away from daylight should be enough for the serum base to activate. Add half a syringe of tainted blood taken from an infected human corpse. If Dr. Hypatia was right in her right mind, she would probably object to this step, but since the Grand Guard put Addermire under lockdown, several men have died killed by the blood flies. They may as well serve the greater good. All the previous blood samples seem promising. I'll need to avoid being seen again by the janitor. Heat the final mixture, inject as soon as possible.
I finally understand it. There's a part of Hypatia that she doesn't even know about. It's always there, riding along in her mind, takes over, and forces her to use more of the original serum with some regularity. The Duke keeps her here, and, if I'm right, sends her out on diabolical assignments. Hypatia is the one the newspapers are calling the Crown Killer. She leaves and comes back, leaving bloody footprints. But there's a cure, a counter serum. I'll try to administer it once I get my notes from the safe in disease treatment. Hello? Oh, Alexandria. I was just... No. It's you.
Yes, Vasco, my love. You were found out, and now we have some experiments to conduct. Come, I'll make you comfortable.
Ah! No!
Vasco's diary, month of Nets, 1851. A patient arrived late at night complaining of grit in her eyes. The good doctor was resting, finally, so I took the case. After careful observation, I determined that the cause was silver dust from the mine. Spring forth tearing from the eyes, I combined glycerin and pepper oil, which I planned to follow at once with a rinse. However, the burning sensation was apparently quite marked, and the patient was too distressed to let me attend further. However, the flow of tears was sufficient that I'd wager by morning her eyes were clear. I declare my idea for purging the eyes of grit to be a success. I could sell the formula, just the thing to get dust and to vanish from the eyes. Vasco's formula for eyes and ears, that's what I'll call it. Fast and effective. All with Dr. Alexandria Hypatia's permission, of course. She knows best. It's not a bad theory.
I hope this works.
Here we go. Okay. I would like to understand more about how all this stuff works, as to why it helps cure this, whatever this is.
For her sake, I hope this works.
It's my one and only gripe. It's not really a gripe, it's more of just a curiosity. I'm a curious being, I like understanding how things work. Her perception is insane. Gotcha.
No, no, no. Not back to sleep. I won't go. I won't give it back.
Sierra's skin tone returns to normal. We saved her.
Dr. Hypatia.
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No. Someone was poisoning you. But you should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry. I'm gonna take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale.
We saved her. Okay. There's one more thing we need to do before we leave. And that involves breaking some public architecture. In the basement and lost and found.
I miss being dry and warm.
Anton Sokolov and subtractive light. Vera More's belongings. You should recognize that name. Second day, month of seeds, 1810. Seems like our very important guest, Mrs. Vera More, has finally flown around the bend. She's been sent to critical observation area, getting cold showers every 3 hours and the like. I heard one of the doctors say she might have contracted some nameless disease on an expedition to Pandyssia. Another eccentric aristocrat trying too hard to live a life beyond us ordinary folk. Anyway, found some of her stuff was still in her room, so I'll store it all down and lost and found down in the basement until she's sent back to her husband. He's in for a nice surprise, considering how she spends her time not just talking to herself and carving obscenities into pieces of bone. Just remember to give her everything back when she checks out, Imelda. Granny Rags. Vera More's diary. 12th month of high cold, 1810. My physician says I should keep a journal. Says it will do me good to reflect on my ways and deeds. Says that the mark on my hand is just a tattoo or blemish from birth. And that the black-eyed boy is only in my head. Pshaw. Pshaw. Bunch of fools. I found where the administrator keeps the whiskey. Snuck a bottle back to my room. Easy as that. I think I could stuff a whale under my jacket and dance the gavotte and they'd never notice. What would my sweet physician say about that? Or my dreary old husband? Oh my, Vera, what have you done now? Mumble, mumble, appearances and whatnot. 16th month of Hearths, 1810. I must get home to my collection of carved bones, such pretty things brought all the way from Pandyssia. How warm they feel in my hands. There's power there, something I can learn to harness. That's why I've been trying to be a proper lady again, with clean nails and a perfumed handkerchief. My physician says if I'm still behaved by the end of Hearths, they might send me home. So I smile and curtsy and ask for tea in the afternoon, comb my hair, drink my medicines, and I stop trying to bite the attendants. Yeah.
I'm about half sure there was something going on. Next time. Why we've got 2 squads assigned to Addermire to watch one woman.
Oh, are they really?
Yes, sir. Martel asked why we're not out bashing the Howlers.
What I wouldn't give for an entire squad that never asked questions.
It is odd, sir. There aren't even any patients here anymore. The men don't understand what's so important about Dr. Hypatia. What should I say when it comes up?
Next time someone mentions it, just tell them that the Duke will have us flayed alive if anything happens to her.
That's clear enough.
Okay, we're gonna grab agility just so we can do big jumpies. And what else can we? Ah, yes, another cool addition to the game. Gotcha, bitch.
2 more months, she says. Then she'll leave him. I can't wait.
Stab.
Might have had a few minutes of excitement. At least we're not down in the mines, I suppose.
We were born to be bored to death, like our parents before us. It's a curse.
Hi, friend. You're dead now.
12 weeks have I been at sea.
Leave me alone!
Clearly, Dr. Hypatia's not seeing patients anymore.
To Emma, Philip, and little Edgar, things haven't changed much since my last assignment at Addermire, accepting a report to a different fellow now, and he's twice as strict. It's strange because ain't really nothing for me to do. There's the doctor, but she stays in and does her research. Maybe they need guards owing to the strange noises I hear at night. Not the usual creaks and groans a building makes. I feel any minute I might come around a corner and see something awful. But I don't want to worry you. I'll be back in a few days. Buy yourselves a nice fat chicken when you get this letter. Be good father. Oh. Shit. I feel bad now. As I should, but I feel really bad now. Am I a bad person? I think I might be a bad person. damn it, I killed family's parents. Fuck. I feel bad enough about that I'm genuinely considering seeing if I have an autosave close to this and not killing him. I don't feel good about that. Shit. I feel like a bad person.
That's the watchtower.
I'm bored.
It's not something bad.
Someone took.
Until you're finished.
We did the thing. We done did the thing that
Can we
did.
leave this place yet? I don't like it. Ready now?
Go to the dreadful whale.
Yes. Let's get back to the ship.
We done did the did.
Did you find Sokolov?
No. But Hypatia was the crown killer.
What? I don't believe you.
The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her, but there was an antidote, so she's alive. If she remembers the murders, she'll have to deal with that.
What about Sokolov?
We gave him to a man named Kiran Jindosh. Do you know him?
Everybody knows him. The grand inventor of Serkonos.
Then he's next. Let's hope Anton's all right.
Yeah, still high chaos, but it's basically high lethal, high stealth. So as I said, the closer you get pretty much to the left bottom, you know, the more high your chaos is. So yeah. So we got all the things. We missed a fair few coins, but that's always something I miss. And encounter CM abandoned basement and release the hounds. Alright, well, I think overall that we're going to go ahead and leave this episode of Dishonored 2 here. I hope you all are enjoying this so far. I'm certainly enjoying recording this game as well again. The gameplay in this one still feels pretty equally as smooth. Emily's powers definitely lean more towards being stealthy than being aggressive, more than Corvo's, which sometimes leads to, you know, moments of quiet where your powers are, you know, not quite as effective in a fight. But regardless, I'm having a good time so far, and I hope it's just as fun to watch as the more aggressive playstyles as I did in the first Dishonored playthrough. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.